officially launched.
Hii mambo ya TVET tunataka tupeleke watoto TVET wasome hiyo STEM, engineering na kadhalika, so that we overtake these eastern countries. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. I'm really prepared to support the school in any way. And finally, I just want to say, let us pay back to the school that has made us what we are. Thank you.
On behalf of Wajir High School alumni, I want to take this opportunity to welcome the Cabinet Secretary and the CS to this auspicious occasion. Today we are very proud being part and parcel of this association and being a former student of this school. I take this opportunity to humbly welcome you to this occasion.
I think this is a very important day. 60 years down the line, we're seeing the first alumni being formed. It is actually a blessing. I tried myself when I was a member of parliament for Wajir East in 2014, the 50 years celebration, where His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei, was there as a guest of honor. And he did a wonderful job that time. We have fundraised for 12 offices for the head of department and the principal, and also for the dormitory. And also the governor provided also a borehole for the school. I hope that one is working still. But today, in every corner of this country, you will see doctors, engineers, and any other, cadres of working for the national government, in the world of non-state actors, all of them, and all the students of Wajir High School. It was such a privilege to go to Wajir High School at our times and before. However, today, I think Northern Kenya has so many schools. But of course, Wajir High School still remains the mother of all schools.
I'm happy to join you here today as your governor and an associate member of the alumni by virtue of being the governor. Your Excellency, as we were told at the table where we were having lunch, Wajir High School was the first secondary school in that part of the country. And the people here who have the details of the rich history of the school, including Engineer Sharawi, who told us that Narok High School, Marsabit, and Wajir High School were constructed, or began rather, in 1965, I think immediately after independence. And Wajir Primary School was also the first primary school in that part of the country. So much so that a lot of the senior people from the entire region, as far as Tana River and Marsabit and Isiolo and Garissa and Mandera, came through those two institutions, Wajir Primary School and Wajir High School. Wajir High School celebrated its 50th anniversary in my first term as governor. Abdullah was my chief officer then. Abdullahi is known as Faruqa Abdullahi Al Hassan. And I remember we did some things for them. We built classrooms, we renovated the whole school, we did quite some graveling before we welcomed the then deputy president and current president, who was the chief guest, to celebrate with us the 50th anniversary. I hear you now on your requests, and I whispered to the patron that in spite of our limited resource envelope, I will, as Wajir County government, we will take one of the 4 items. And he chose for us, that's your patron, the ICT hall. So, Mr. Patron, we will do the ICT hall and hopefully put some computers in there so that it's actually an ICT hall.
Your Excellency, allow me to first and foremost thank this team and everyone who is here today for finding it necessary that after 60 years of the existence of Wajir High School, you will now be able to form the alumni of Wajir High School. Congratulations, all of you. It is a pleasing thing, therefore, for us to join you to celebrate not just the establishment of this noble association, but also the launch of its logo and plaque, which are symbols of unity, purpose, and commitment to the transformative power of education. Wajir High School, ladies and gentlemen, holds a storied place in the annals of our nation's education history. For 60 decades, this institution has stood as a beacon of learning, nurturing generations of young minds and producing exemplary leaders, professionals, and change makers who have contributed immensely to the social-economic development of Kenya, and particularly in the arid and semi-arid lands region. That is exemplified by yourselves. This Alumni Association is a testament to the enduring legacy of this institution. It signifies the unbreakable bond between the school and its graduates, a bond that transcends time and geography. Through this association, we celebrate not only the achievements of the past, but also the promise of a bright future. The establishment of the Wajir High School Alumni Association marks a new chapter in the school's history.
I am honored to preside over this inaugural meeting of the Wajir High School Alumni Association, which coincides with your enduring journey to the 60th anniversary celebrations in February next year. My greatest appreciation goes to the leadership of the alumni for inviting me and for your dedication to preserving the enduring legacy of Wajir High School, which has produced many renowned leaders who have served diligently in many spheres here in Kenya and abroad. I'll be coming back to that aspect. It is particularly encouraging to see former students united for the purpose of enhancing the alumni network and celebrating the achievements of your great school. You are laying a firm foundation for the growth of this school into the future, ensuring that it continues to benefit the generations that come after you. Your school, as you have heard, has a long history of excellence since it was founded on February 8th, 1965. As the first secondary school in the former northeastern province, it pioneered education for nomadic communities from Garissa, Isiolo, Mandera, Marsabit, and Wajir. It grew from humble beginnings with a single stream to a national school excelling in academics and inclusivity. As we celebrate your alumni, we honor the former students who have made a sterling contribution in the public, private, not-for-profit and academic spheres. And I'll just mention a few. It's not exhaustive. They include, for instance, the late Ahmed Khalif Mohammed, former Minister for Labor and MP for Wajir West, the late Yusuf Haji, former Minister for Defense and Senator of Garissa County, Engineer Abdullah Sharawi, who is here, former Permanent Secretary and Chairperson of the Public Service Commission, Mandera County Governor, Mohammed Adan Khalif, and Senator Ali Roba, Engineer Mahbub Malim, the former Executive Secretary of IGAD and the current Chair of the Equalization Fund. We also have the former immediate governor and many others who have distinguished themselves in the governance of our country. We also recognize women leaders who have rendered exemplary service, including Ambassador Rukia Subo. I don't know whether she's around. Thank you. And Mrs. Nuria Sheikh Farah, as well as men and women who have made a significant contribution in our business sector, including Mr. Ahmed Sheikh Abdullahi, former principal and proprietor of Isili Mall and Yare Park, and Mr. Hussein Anshur, the CEO of Bluebird Aviation. This is by no means exhaustive, and it will continue to grow. I wish to acknowledge and congratulate the newly elected Alumni Association leadership and encourage you to continue building collaborative networks to continue supporting the growth of the school. The students, parents, and the community will look upon you to sponsor needy students and participate in physical and social development initiatives that will shape their future. You will also be called upon to mentor the students and guide them into the most viable lifelong careers.
Makofi. Mheshimiwa Adan Daud, please, can you guide the